Oh gosh. Okay. Nothing to
I know,
see
just stop
here.
laughing. Yeah, we just
Right.
stop laughing, right?
Okay. I'm in character now.
I'm looking way back, like when I was in my single days, like when I was just out there for Valentine's Day. I don't really think I even celebrated it to the point where you just want to do something. I think usually it was either the restaurant, I think dinner, like during the day is always something, especially if it's on the weekend. But
Yeah.
also, yeah, I do remember trying to plan dates that day and making a restaurant just because from a man's perspective, and I know the man's gonna hate me for saying this, you got extra points, right? Because that girl was the one, right? She was a special one. If you
Yep.
talked to Valentine's Day, oh my God, you taking me out on this day? I'm like, of course, baby, only you.
Right.
Only you
Right.
get this day, right? The other days they get the 13th, they get the 15th. You get the 14th. Really? I was like, yeah, come on. You know Terrain loves you. I'm just making up. I wasn't like that. I don't want you guys to think I'm some monster of a man in my 20s, okay? I didn't even know what the hell I was doing.
Gotcha.
You know, I told the story in Canada here is all about Toonie Tuesday. Everything costs $2. The bus ride, the movie, and the dinner. So I was doing $12 dates, okay?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
sounds
Could you
great.
imagine? Yeah. We used to get you guys have Popeye's chicken, right? In the
Yeah.
States? Yeah, so our version is called KFC. So that on Tuesdays was $2
We
for
have
a
that
meal.
too.
Oh, there you go. So okay, so it's $2 at KFC, $2 for the bus, and $2 for the movie on Tuesdays.
What? I didn't
Yeah,
know
so
that
of
about
course I'll pay for
KFC.
my girl. $12?
Yes. Right, right.
$12 is a latte now.
Yes.
Taking me to Starbucks for a date? Oh my God, I've seen those
Right.
posts. It's just it's wild.
Yeah. Yeah, please do that. 'Cause I,
Yeah.
but see, I guess that's because I'm married. Like we have a household income, so it's not like,
Hmm.
I mean, if I take him out, it's the same thing. If he takes me out, you know what I mean? It's just the other person is using a card, like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean, to
like
pay.
now,
That's the
yeah,
only difference.
yeah. Like once you're in a relationship, like now these days, my money, her money doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
The bill has to get
yeah,
paid by somebody,
yeah. But
right?
but can we kind of like end that societal expectation too? I don't think that if I was going on a first date, a man should spend $100 on me. That's fucking stupid.
Mm. Ooh. The man in me wants to. Ooh.
I mean, it's
Because
just
here's the
me you're
here.
talking to. You can be honest.
Yeah. Well, here's my perspective, right? I agree. I 100% agree with you. There shouldn't be that expectation. If I were to ask a woman out, right? I'm asking her out. I'm the creator of that experience. I believe as a man that I should take care of the majority of that. The planning, maybe picking her up if she feels comfortable because it is a first date. I don't want people to think I'm some
Yeah.
kind of creep from a slash or horror movie that we just talked about. And I would pay for it, right? Because I'm gonna pick a restaurant that I know I could afford both bills,
That's fair.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if the girl says I want
Yeah.
to go here, that's a different conversation because she's designing that part. Okay, then we can go 50-50.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's great. Yeah. I think, but you mentioned something very important in that conversation. So I don't think that people have a lot of conversations about their expectations, especially when it comes to dating and like the beginning of relationships and things like that, because we have separate experiences, right? So like one person might be used to paying for everything. Maybe they're fine with that. Maybe they want a break. Maybe the other person is used to never having to pay for anything. And maybe they're fine with that, but maybe they need to grow up a little bit. So, like, but either way, I don't think that. But look, I'm also the same person who, with my kids, was like, hey, before you get into a serious relationship, you should take this packet and fill it out together, like a kind of like a pre-marriage, but just like go get to know each other really well. So I think that people should have these conversations on their expectations of the date. Is there a physical expectation? Is there a financial expectation? Like, why are we scared to have these conversations? Because then we go into these situations and we're like, oh my, you're not paying, or oh, you're taking me here. Well, then, bitch, what do you want? You should have told me where you wanted to go.
Everyone looks at each other, become mathematicians and try to calculate who's what. Okay, Rhea got this, Terraine got that, Who ordered
Right, right.
this? I don't know. It was just that girl over there who's giggling to herself right now. Those suckers. But okay, so I can support that. I can agree with that. But here's the thing. Now, if someone would have pulled that out on a date and say, okay, here are the terms and conditions of this date.
Okay, maybe not the
How would
first
you?
date. Well,
There you go. Right? You'd be like, ew.
I don't know. I think I'd like the preparedness. Like,
Really?
yeah, yeah. I mean, because
Oh wow. That's why you're married. You're different.
I
You
have the
are.
right to say, okay, well, this is a little much for our first date. Maybe not first date, but I can respond. They can respond however they want. Maybe they think it's a little bit too much. Maybe we should dial it back a little bit. Okay. But at least if I'm laying out, this is what I'm looking for. This is my intention. This is my plan. I want to really get to know you. Then you can step back and say, okay, this isn't what I wanted. And that's fine. And then they both know what they want, right? And then you can both either leave or enter the situation however you are comfortable with, you know?
I like that. I like that. So you're giving the person the opportunity to say no before you guys get out in public.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, like I've online dated, but it's been a while. And I mean,
Back when we used to
like,
do it on stone tablets,
okay,
right? It's been that long.
okay.
Hey, we're both in the same
No,
boat. That's how long it's been, right? It's been centuries.
this was okay. Maybe, like when you called into a chat line, but there was no way of verifying ages. Like,
Oh my God. That's dial-up internet, right?
yeah.
Beep,
Oh
beep.
God. AIM, meeting people through AIM.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that. Oh my God.
Yeah, gosh. Those, I don't know if those were good times. I met some shady people. There were times for sure.
Yeah, yeah, it was yeah, if I look at my online dating experience, it wasn't pleasant, but I gotta share this. It put me in a situation to be creative, which I really enjoyed. Because I can be creative now, like in relationships. But
Yeah,
yeah, I think the communication piece is big just because I couldn't imagine going on a first date that you guys had such a good conversation either on the phone or in text, and then in person, it's like a total 180. It's like, what the hell is this, right? Um,
yeah.
because some people expect, and it's not me shaming anyone. Some people say that, well, I expected sex on the first date. I didn't expect this on the first date. Whatever, because there's some people out there that they think that men and women, that the price of the first date increases the chance that you're going to have sex on that first date.
I mean, I guess I can see that. Yeah. Yeah. Like if
Yeah.
you're putting all that into it, okay, you've impressed me kind of thing, I guess. Not to say that I agree with that, but I can see how that would be
Hmm.
the response.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one girl shared with me, she was online dating and we're just having a conversation a couple of years ago. And she asked me like my dating experience. I told her like I'm old school. Like I'm about the conversation. Let's go to a Starbucks during the day so everyone feels safe and comfortable. There's people around and we'll just see that shit
Yeah.
vibe. And she was like, ick. And I'm old, right? So I was like, what the hell is ick? Right? So for those who are born in the 90s, that means ill. Right? She's like, ick terrain. I was like, can you explain? Like, what does that mean? She's like, you have this job and you probably make this amount of money and we're going to Starbucks. I was like, there's no we. I'm like,
Right.
this is a conversation about whatever. She's like, I would even put on makeup or wear a dress for Starbucks. And I sat back, I was
I
like,
mean,
what do you
I
do?
wouldn't either, but for a date, like if I was just going myself, no.
No, it's
You
on a
don't want to
date.
know the crazy things I wear when I'm not getting out of the car, okay? But on a date, I take
Yeah,
my hair out of a bun,
there you
throw on some
go.
eyeliner.
Yeah, yeah. She's like, if it's not Moxie's, I'm not dressing up. I was like, Moxie. So I looked at the price of Moxie's. I was like, 50, 60, $70, $80 dates. I was like, so I
Yeah.
asked her, I was like, so let me ask you a question. So when you go on these dates to these high-end restaurants, when does these dates usually happen and how long do they go for? She's like, well, if it's these types of restaurants, usually later on at night, 10 p.m., and then maybe I don't get home until like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh, okay. Now it makes sense.
Gotcha. So we know
Right?
exactly what you're going on these dates
There, yeah. So
with
we know
hopes
what's
of
happening.
happening. Got it. Yeah.
Restaurant closes at midnight.
Because I'm over here looking at you like you just said this date started at 10. I don't leave my house that late, so that ain't happening.
My bedtime routine is 10 p.m.
Right, right.
Right? She's going out, and I'm here about to get ready for a book. Right? So it's just like I use her as an example because it's
Oh,
interesting that her levels to it, right? Like if it's a restaurant that she deems as higher end, the date would in from her experience would go longer until wee hours of the morning. But if it's like a Starbucks or something,
that's interesting.
okay, 60 minutes is up. She probably has an alarm clock right beside her. It's like, okay, 1 minute
You got
countdown.
your little clock, your timer for podcasting. She sits it out on the
Yeah.
table.
Okay, time is up. It was nice to meet you. That's my ick. I was like, your ick.
I hope you didn't continue dating her because ick.
It wasn't even a
She
date.
gives
It was
me
a, it
the
was a,
ick.
it was like it was just a conversation amongst friends. It
Oh,
wasn't even a date. Yeah, it's because she's trying to get there's someone that likes her in that group that was talking, and a
oh,
friend of one of the guys that likes her is he has a potential to be in the NHL, so pro hockey. So she's trying to go around that friend, and that's how the whole conversation started.
wow.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the guy like, and you can see the stardust in his eyes, like he's hearing what he wants to hear. While all of us are like,
Right, right. Well, he's just
there's some
hearing what's going to
people.
happen after the restaurant.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, okay, let me get my yellow pages for those who remember
Right.
yellow pages. Let me get my big phone book out. Let me scan it. Fancy restaurants, $100 or more.
Oh my God.
Oh well.
Yeah. No, I I enjoy going on a date. Like we will do like lunch dates. We don't really have opportunities for night dates because well, I have a 10-year-old and we don't have anybody to keep him. So plus we're not going anywhere at 10 p.m. So um but
Married
I
people
have
never do.
to
Yeah.
right. I mean, where do I need to be that late? You know what I mean? Like anything I need is here. Food,
It, it would be
whatever,
strange if you got
entertainment.
up, makeup, dress, and you left the house at 10 p.m. Everyone's
Right.
gonna be like, where are you going?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I hear
Exactly.
you.
Yeah. 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 I mean, but I have the same amount of fun. We can go and order off the dollar menu. Not. Well, let me correct myself. That doesn't exist. Off the McDonald's app and like get free stuff. That's fun to me. Or we can go sit down at this Jamaican restaurant. It has the best food ever and spend, I don't know, $40, $50. Like either one, I'm gonna have the same fun. You know what I mean? Because it's also the experience. But I also am not on this date trying to plan whether I'm gonna get laid or not. So I guess maybe it's a little bit different for me. But I
She's
feel like
just
when I was
tonight.
single, right? All
Yeah.
right, he took me to the fancy one today.
And you know what? You raised a good point. Like that, I think that's the difference in general between those who are in a long-term relationship that's going well,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because I agree with you. I can sit here and we'll say, okay, what do you want to do? Do you want to cook? Do you want to order something? We'll agree. We'll just order something, right?
yeah,
And we're having the same amount of fun, if not more. Versus if you're single, I get it. Like the chase in some ways
yeah,
can be kind of cool, kind of sexy, but then you're always chasing, and the amount of money,
Yeah,
right? The amount of money you're going out there because all these different restaurants, all these different places, I
yeah.
when I was doing that, I became lazy with it. I would go to the same restaurant. I was like, you know what? I don't even care. I'm just gonna change the dates. So Jessica, this day, this restaurant. Teresa, this day, this restaurant. It's the same restaurant. To the point the server's like, "Do you want your usual seat?"
Oh,
Yeah, and the day looked at me. I was
oh.
like, "Oh yeah, I bring my team from work here." I was so
That's what
slick
we're
with it.
calling
Let
it
me tell you.
nowadays.
I was so slick with it. She's like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense." I looked at the server. You're getting zero tip.
I mean, technically, you do bring your team there. It's just
My
not to
roster,
work.
yeah, my freak team is like, it is. I get hungry. I gotta eat too, right? But I share that because it's just funny. Like to your point, like you could just order Uber Eats, you can DoorDash, you can well maybe not DoorDash because of that crazy girl that was filming the person who was sleeping naked in his chair, right? But
Oh,
do you remember that? Yeah. Yeah, maybe not DoorDash anymore.
well, maybe not DoorDash being naked with your blinds or your door open. Just I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
work around that somehow.
Yeah, yeah. I'm so glad I don't drink because I've seen some people because that's what happened in that case. I see some people who drink and
um,
they do for some reason there's a lot of people who drink, they end up naked and I don't know why.
yeah,
You notice that? Yeah, I
it's
just
because
don't know
you get
why.
so hot. I mean, this is what I've heard because you get
Hmm.
really hot.
Oh, you just strip?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
It's kind of
okay.
like menopause. Being drunk and being in menopause is very similar.
You don't see a lot of women in menopause stripping and walking around though.
Oh, I guess. Well, you don't see it, but
But it's
that
there.
doesn't mean
Okay.
it ain't happening.
Hello my
Doesn't mean it
menopause
ain't
ladies.
happening.
We like you over here, my menopause ladies.
Right.
Jeez. I wonder what my exes are doing this Valentine's Day.
Updates, updates the age bracket in your dating profile to about 40 to 50.
Yeah. Well, a few of them commented on some of my posts. I was like, I know what day it is.
Oh, that's funny.
I was like, you're reposting it. I don't mind. Increase my views, right? I am monetized now, so I feel kind of good share. But I was like, I know what day it is, and I know that your bedrooms are as cold as ever.
Right, right.
Right? But
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully everyone can experience love.
Yeah. Whether it be with someone else or within yourself, because, one thing that I've learned about whether it be dating in a marriage or dating, as a single person, you're kind of focused on, and this is how this affects whether you care about going to the fancy place or to McDonald's or whatever, Starbucks, which Starbucks to me is expensive, so that's kind of expensive date. But anyway, um, you know, where your focus lies depends on your self-worth. And if you are really about, if you are comfortable and confident in yourself, your experience is going to be, I mean, your dating is going to be about the experience. So where you're going,
Mhm.
what you're doing. I want to enjoy this experience while I get to know someone who I may have a connection with. Because if you don't have that self-worth and that self-confidence, the experience isn't going to be what you care about the dating experience being about. You know what I mean? Whether it be married, in a relationship, single, whatever the case may be.
I agree. I agree. I think the perspective is definitely different. Like if I look from like my perspective and my situation and from a male perspective, we just want to spend time with our partner,
Yeah, yeah,
right? Even if it's let's say what we started doing like even and this is something that I didn't like in my early years, but I've gone to appreciate them. Like the romantic comedies, that's my jam, man. You know,
Really?
oh yeah, give me some rom-com, give me some Addicted to Love, give me some Devil Wears Prada, right? Give me give me some of those movies when you're chilling out just with your partner, right? Because it's like you both order something, you just spend the day together. It could be a couple of hours during the
Yeah.
day. You guys go do their thing, then come back at night. Yeah, I'm all about that experience. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah. It's funny though where we differ, and I feel like most women would say like, "Oh yeah, give me a cheesy, lovey movie." My idea of like a perfect date involving dinner would be go to dinner, we come back, and we watch people get slashed and murdered. That's that's my perfect place because we've we have gone to sit down or whatever, and we go through and we're looking for a movie, and one of us will look at something like a couple's movie, and then we'll be like, maybe later. Let's go watch this. let's let's go watch. I don't know, Jeepers Creepers or like,
Let's watch some
does it
death.
look like someone might die? Let's pick that one. And it's not because we hate people. It's just I don't know. We're not we're not rom com people. We're definitely murder mystery and slasher people on date night.
Yeah, I love horror movies. It's just like I have a hard time watching horror movies during the holidays. I can't
Really?
watch it during, yeah, I don't watch it during
But I
Christmas. I
feel
don't
like that's
watch
a
it.
pot. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like for you, like when you say, okay, give me some death. Right? Are you watching like couples being killed or just single people?
Anybody can get it. Anybody. Doesn't matter.
Anybody can
Except
get
for
it.
kids. But
Yeah.
anyone who is of age can get it.
Yeah, that's true. I think the only movie I seen where kids actually die was It.
Yeah. Which
Yeah. Where there's like a
ironically,
number of kids dying. Yeah.
yeah. Do they show actual? I don't think they show like the actual murder happening though. Or am I
They showed the kid getting his
wrong?
arm bitten off though. That was a first.
Yeah.
Remember in the sewer when you reached in for the balloon?
Oh,
Right.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah.
that was shocking because I wasn't expecting them to show it, but they did
Yeah,
show it.
that's
But I
true.
think, yeah, I think that's the only movie where I've seen kids in a large amount be attacked when it comes to a movie. Usually
Yeah,
it's off, usually they allude to it and then it's off camera.
right. Right. Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
But that remake was brutal when it came to that.
Which oddly, those specific types of characters, the ones that start with C and end in N, are not
Hmm.
really my favorite thing. I don't like them at all. But I forced myself. When I was a kid, I watched movies. My mom and I used to watch horror movies all the time when I was a kid, and I guess that's where my love comes from. Um, but terrified. I don't do carnivals. I don't do any of that. I hate it all. Um,
Oh, really?
yeah, like if somebody ever, I don't want to see one in person. I will have an absolute heart attack. I can't do it. Um,
Yeah, a lot of
but
people find those things scary.
yeah, but I watched the movies and we actually watched the show, my husband and I. But you can kind of tell when he's about to like rush up to the camera, so I just casually look away. But I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna watch it. It's not gonna hurt me. I'm
Hmm.
gonna do it. I'm safe back here in my house. And yeah. And I watched them and I really enjoyed them. I still don't want to see it in person. Like none of them they can stay away from me. But movie was the
Yeah.
movies
I
and
think
the show was really
probably
good.
the reason why so many people find it scary is because though anything regarding the carnival, like um that's such a part of the childhood of many people, right? So you're so
Mm-hmm.
vulnerable, or is that right? And
Yeah.
then in it, like it followed them until they were adults, and that's when they found the courage. So
Yeah.
I definitely see why that could be scary. And then, yeah, but I'm just thinking Valentine, like if it was Valentine's Day, or when it's going to be Valentine's Day, romance is in the air, right? And for me to watch like a slasher movie. Maybe I'll
But I
try it.
get
I'll
it.
try
That's the
it.
common.
Yeah, I'll try
Yeah,
it.
that's the common. Like, and we watch a lot of Christmas movies around Christmas, but I don't know. Like, Valentine's Day for me, because I've been a mom for so long, is more about my kids than it ever has been about like dating or anything. So when I was single, Valentine's Day wasn't, I didn't, it wasn't like a special day for me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like need to go on a date that day or whatever the case may be. It's never been, and even now, like when I first got married, my husband was like, Valentine's Day is just another day. And I was like, excuse me? No, that's the day that you do nice things for me. And I was
You
so
tell him,
offended.
girl.
I was so offended. But now we kind of like, I do expect it, but it's not because this is an isolated day. We do things for each other throughout the year. And so like now that we've been married and I'm a little older, I understand the sentiment, but I
Hmm.
am a woman and I do like to, sometimes I just want to be loved and have gifts. So I do Christmas and he does Valentine's Day. And that's just
Okay.
what we do. Yeah. So, but there's also that dynamic too. To me, Valentine's Day has always been more about my kids. Even my kids in their 20s, I still put things out for them on Valentine's Day, just like I would Easter or whatever. Um, so I don't know. Maybe my opinion is a little bit different because of that, because it's been more of a day, because my mom did that for me too. Even as a teenager, Valentine's Day, she put some little stuff on the counter for me and stuff. So, I don't know. This is, there's certain traditions that I carried down. And just being a mom for so long, there's a lot of things that even being married, it kind of took a while for, oh, like this is a couples thing. You know what I mean? And
It
not
is. It
like
is. Yeah.
we do these things together. Like it's nice that you want to do that with your kids, but do that with me. you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Like here in Canada, the 16th is a holiday.
okay.
For so you'd automatically get the long weekend, including Valentine's Day.
Yep.
But it's such a big deal in my relationship is just I just take off the day before, right? So it's like a 4 day celebration of Valentine's
Yep.
Day, right? So
Yeah.
to some people, and a beautiful thing that I like in my situation is that she didn't really get Valentine's Day celebration. So it wasn't something that she got consistently here and there, from what I'm
Yeah.
told. So
Mhm.
now it gives me the opportunity to show up in that way each time, right? So I think
Yeah. Yeah.
that's also a good thing for those who maybe don't get it. Um,
Yeah.
but someone else like who probably it was a big deal year after year, you run the risk of either you have to maintain it because they're used to it, or maybe they're just like, okay, it's not really that big of a deal because I've had it
Right.
all through the
Yeah.
years.
There's that too. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like when you date a girl and she hasn't been in a BMW before. She gets in that BMW for the first time. She's like, "Oh my God, these seats! Oh my God, it's a touchscreen." It's like all new to her, right? And you're like, "Of course, I got her now, right?" Right? Versus someone that is driving a Ferrari and you put up in a BMW, like,
Right.
okay, nice car,
Right. Right. Yeah.
right? So I guess it's a little bit different dynamic when depending on your outlook, like you mentioned, right? Like you've been a mom for so long, so it's been about either yourself or your family. Now that you're in a relationship
Yeah.
and you have the family still, it's just like, okay, it's a full puzzle now. So it's just another day now that we do
Right.
together. So yeah.
Yeah.
How are we going to help people plan their Valentine's Day now? Chocolates,
Oh,
bears,
chocolates and
flowers.
beers. I mean, works for me. Oh no, I've never been a flower person.
No,
Partially
you kill them?
because yes,
I knew it. I knew it. I knew you were a plant killer.
you're like, why else would you like not like flowers?
They die the 1 hour after giving them to me.
I mean, yeah, it's possible, but
Oh
I
my
I
goodness.
I try sometimes. He knows. don't get me flowers. He learned it very early, and I'm fine with that. I don't want them. Also, I think flowers are very cliche. Um,
Mm-hmm. I agree.
unless unless you are a big flower person, like or plants, right? Like if someone has a lot of plants in their house or they like to plant flowers, in their yard and things like that. Absolutely get them flowers. Absolutely buy them a plant. I'm not that person. I keep kids alive. Okay, I can't do
I
both.
can raise children. Yeah, I can raise children, just not plants. Okay, I hear you. I
Yeah,
hear you.
I can't do both. Which is
I'm
funny because
surprised. Yeah.
my mom is a huge plant person, and so you know, she's disappointed, but it's fine. She knows. She'll be like, "Don't even get her a pot. Just avoid it at all. Avoid it."
You are not her child.
No, no.
I'm surprised how many women aren't plant people. Like the older I get, the more I realize that. And from a man's perspective, I guess we assumed because that's what we're told, and the marketing again is so beautiful, right? Chocolate
Right.
bears flowered, right? And now they even sell them, I think, as a
Mm-hmm.
package. I was in Walmart and you can buy like a bundle. Just pick it up, just scan it,
Yes.
and you can just give it to her, right?
There's a guy, I think maybe it's a couple, but on a corner, kind of like near the highway. So you've got fast food, different things all right there in that little area. And they sit on the corner between Chick-fil-A and like Burger King or something and sell these big ass baskets. And they have like some that have like the big bears and like all kind of
Hmm.
stuff. $100, $200 basket. I think the cheapest one you can get is maybe like $25, and it's cute, But it's so they have small, they have, and every Valentine's Day they're on this corner and they sell a ton of these baskets.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, it's a nice little hustle. Not gonna lie.
It is. Show up once a month. Like the lingerie, like the sex. You know? Just show up once a month. I'm making bedrooms better. Like,
There you go. That's the
that's
title
the
of this
marketing, right?
episode: making bedrooms better.
Just better. You have someone on the street corner selling bundles of Valentine's Day stuff and it sells out.
Yes, yeah,
That's amazing.
100%. Yep. Yeah. And it's funny
Wow.
because all kind of people, I see all kind of people out there. It might be couples, it might be like a mom and a kid, it might be a group of females, guys, whatever, like all kind of older people, younger people, all kind of people out there. But I'm such a like, okay, I could go buy a bunch of this stuff from the dollar store and make this cute little basket for cheaper, partially because, well, kids don't like certain age kids don't take care of stuff like that. So
Mhm.
if I get my 10-year-old this basket, he's not going to have the stuff in a year. If I make my
True.
23-year-old this basket, she'll probably still have it. You know what I mean? But my 16-year-old, my 10-year-old, well, 11, sorry, he turned 11. I keep calling him 10 even to him. But, certain ages, like, they're not going to keep up with this shit. So it's like, why am I spending $100? And then even a person, if you're just dating this person, are they going to be there next year for you to still see it? You know?
Give me back my basket. I have to give it to my new girl.
Right, right, right.
Right. Yeah. Oh
Just
my
hopefully
God.
the year isn't on the front of the bear.
Hey, you can use what's that, Sharpie? Just, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right. When you have to turn two digits, that's where the struggle is.
Right.
You're like, was this from 2026? That was 2030? Like, don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that. If I was a girl and someone said to me, "Hey, Terraine, here's a basket and it cost me $10," I think I'd be like, hmm.
See, that's why she doesn't need to tell you it costs $10. If it doesn't look like it costs $10, then you don't need to know that.
Oh, is that how it works now?
Yes.
Okay. It's not Gucci, it's Gouchy, right? Miley Cyrus did sing a whole song. She can buy herself her own flowers, right? So
I mean, hey, and you can pick out the ones that you really want. So,
yeah, yeah. I learned recently that different is it roses or different flowers? Like the color means different things. To me, it
yeah,
was just buy red, and I started to see pink, red, yellow, blue. Did I say
yeah,
blue?
yeah,
Right. So
yeah.
I was like, I didn't even know what
I've seen
they
blue.
meant. Yeah. So
I don't know. I know red is just kind of like the natural love
mhm,
color, right? But I think I don't know. I don't know what the different ones mean, but I've seen pink, I've seen blue, I've seen
mhm.
yellow, I've seen white. Um,
Ooh.
I think that's it. The white ones are really pretty. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know what they mean.
Yeah. As long as it doesn't mean death or anything like that, right? Or
I've seen
some.
black roses. Actually, I have some.
Hmm? I've seen those. I've seen those.
They're fake, but yeah.
Yeah. When I've seen black and red roses, those are kind of cool together,
Yeah. But I think
right? Like
black
that
and red is
bouquet.
like really sexy together anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When I've seen like the mix, like the red and the yellow, I was like, not so much. But when I saw the black and the red, I was like, oh, that looks nice.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. A free gift to everyone. I'm listening to you guys some black and red roses.
There you go.
I'll have to run and buy someone first. Why are you giving out women roses? Just give them the black ones. Death to all.
Right.
Right? That's the easy call sign, right? Oh, of course you can send the black ones, Trey. There you go. Where do my signature? I'll sign wherever.
Right.